Korrie Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Korrie.
I'll be your social worker for a little while now. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So what brings you in today?
I'm coming in because I'm working with this grad program, and I'm a single parent, and life is very time-consuming right now. I've got a lot going on, and I have an upcoming event that's really kind of concerning me. I have a loved one who is incarcerated in Illinois right now for a drug issue, and he is being released in December, and he needs a place to go.
Right.
And if he goes back to his old environment, I think that would probably be the most damaging thing for him. And so I'm not trying to enable. However, I'm the only family member he really has.
Right.
So my home is his secondary parole site.
Okay.
And he and I haven't really seen much of each other, primarily because of the incarceration. But we talk on the phone, we correspond, I find resources for him and that sort of thing. I'm very much of the mindset that I do not want to enable him, but I also feel that it's my familial duty to help him.
Okay.
But I don't know how. I don't know what it is that I need to do to help him, what resources are available. The parole system, the availability of services to someone who is leaving an institutional environment. What's available to them? Finding work is hard. Employers are not real accepting of that. Where can he find a residency? Because a lot of places aren't real accepting of his history with that either. My biggest concern is getting him out of his old environment and into a totally foreign environment, so he has to learn new skills and meet healthier people.
Okay. So what it sounds like to me is, at first you had mentioned that you were under a bit of stress for your graduate program, and then you went on to talk about your loved one. Do you mind if I ask how he's related to you?
He's my stepbrother.
Stepbrother, okay. So you had mentioned how your stepbrother is incarcerated and how he's being released pretty soon, and you would like to give him a new environment for him to be in.
Yes, I feel like I'm the only person he has that's healthy and in a healthy environment that I can do that. But I only have a 2-bedroom apartment for me and my son.
Right.
He can only stay with me a short time. So I want to help, but having an extra mouth to feed.
Right.
Or because he'll be coming here without any money, without any resources, without any assets, of course, and so I want to help him. But I don't want it to drown me in the process, because if it does, I can't help anybody.
Absolutely.
So finding him these resources, getting him connected is critical to his survival and mine. And so I'm trying to locate those resources and what it is that I can do to help him without enabling.
Right. Okay. So the first issue that I would like to talk about is the enabling, I feel as though you have mentioned enabling quite a few times, and clearly that's a big stressor to you.
Yes.
However, I would like to point out a positive in the situation, that even though you may feel like you're enabling him by giving him a place to stay or for providing him with these resources, you're still taking him away from his environment that he could possibly get back into these, negative situations, or, start using or find somebody or go with those friends. So even though you may feel like you're enabling, maybe it's sort of more along the lines of helping,
It is.
So I wouldn't say that it's necessarily enabling. Enabling, is more along the lines of, let me do this for you, let me do this. And I understand that, you're, a warm-hearted person, and that's fine. But in this situation, I think that you are not necessarily enabling. I think that you're just being a good stepsister, and you're helping him out, and you are his only family. So I understand how you feel like that's a responsibility, but I think that you are just having a warm heart and doing a good deed. And I understand that you said that your graduate program is stressful as well.
Well, yes, when you're a single parent and you have to work and
Right.
you have to go to school and you're on a timeline, because I graduate from here the same month my son graduates from high school.
Okay.
So there's a deadline that I really feel under the gun to meet.
Right.
And adding the issue of my brother joining our family,
Right.
I'm worried that that will be more than I can handle. I would like to think that he would be helpful. He's clean, he's neat, he's private, he's not a partier, he's just very reserved and quiet, but he has issues which led to his drug abuse, and he needs to address those, because when you're incarcerated, you don't get counseling, you don't get the help you need, and he wants to go back to school and educate himself so that he can finish life better than he's lived it.
Right. Okay.
So I want to provide that for him, but it is my tendency to here, let me help, here, let me do that for you,
Right.
and I can't. But I also need to be an encourager so that there are deadlines and he knows that, okay, I can't sit on the couch all day today.
Right.
I have to get out, I have to do something to improve my life. We've only got one car, how do we handle this?
So what I think that would be a good tactic is if you sat down, just like we're sitting down, and without saying you should do this or you should do this, just say, okay, here are some things that I came up with. I don't know if this will help, but I think this is a good place for you to start. And ultimately give him the choice to basically giving him the idea that he's choosing, but you're providing a good list, It's like saying, oh, you can choose, but from this list. So technically you're doing what you like doing and helping him, providing him, with resources, yet you're allowing him to pick what he likes. For example, if you just simply, go on Google or go to like a staffing, what is it called? I believe it's called like a staffing source, and you can basically see a whole list of jobs, and you'll see the list of jobs and for ex-offenders that hire ex-offenders, or if you go on Google, there's several companies that are known to hire ex-offenders and actually will hire them.
Okay.
So that is a good list, and that's major companies, Walmart, Kmart, everything like that.
Okay, great.
So yeah, that's definitely a source, and just sit down with him and talk to him about house rules and the time frame, so nothing won't be a surprise. So
Well, thank you for your time.
no problem. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, Korrie.